The 1946 Lincoln penny is part of the famous wheat penny series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. These coins are instantly recognizable by the two wheat ears on the reverse side, framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, and it features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person from American history. Now, 1946 was the year after World War II ended. America was adjusting back to civilian life, and the mint resumed regular coin production after the temporary changes made during the war. During World War II, in 1943, pennies were made of zinc-coated steel to save copper for military use. But by 1946, copper was back, and the pennies were again being struck in the familiar bronze alloy, 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This alone gives the coin some intrinsic appeal, especially to collectors who focus on post-war numismatics. Over 991 million 1946 Lincoln cents were minted in Philadelphia, which carry no mint mark, and over 315 million were minted in Denver with a D mint mark. An additional 198 million came from the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S. That's over 1.5 billion pennies in total. So yes, the 1946 sweet penny is not rare in terms of how many were produced. But what makes it valuable isn't how many were made, it's how many have survived in pristine condition or have unique errors, varieties, or special eye appeal. Condition is the first and most obvious factor when it comes to value. Most circulated 1946 pennies are only worth a few cents. But if the coin is uncirculated and still has its original red color and mint luster, it can be worth several dollars, or much more if it reaches high mint stage grades. Coins graded MS-65 red or higher are where values start to jump significantly. A 1946 Lincoln penny graded MS-67 red by PCGS recently sold for $264 on eBay. One in MS-67 plus red with no noticeable marks and perfect luster fetched $425 at a major auction. Color is critical for these coins. Collectors categorize copper coins as red, red-brown, or brown depending on how much of the original mint color remains. A red coin, especially from 1946, is more desirable and valuable than a red-brown or full brown example. A 1946 penny in red-brown may sell for around $5.15 in uncirculated grades, while the same coin in full red could fetch $50 or more, especially if it's certified. Let's take a look at what's actually happening in the marketplace. On eBay, hundreds of 1946 sweet pennies are listed at any given time. Many are sold in bulk rolls or mixed lots, which is fine for general collectors, but we're interested in the standout coins. A raw uncirculated 1946 D penny with bright red color and full detail was recently listed for $99 and sold for $84 through best offer. Another 1946 S in slab condition with MS-66 red grading from NGC sold for $142. And a high in 1946 with clear die clash marks sold for $260 in a private numismatic auction hosted online. Errors are where the real surprises lie. Error coins are always in high demand because they combine historical significance with rarity. For the 1946 penny, some of the most valuable errors include double die obverse varieties, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks. A 1946 penny with doubling in the word Liberty and In God We Trust was authenticated by PCGS and sold for over $600. A coin struck 10% off-center, with the date still fully visible, fetched $190 in a public auction. Even minor errors like die chips or retained cut marks can raise a penny's value from $5 to $50, depending on the severity and visibility of the error. Let's not forget the repunched mint mark varieties. These are coins where the mint mark was stamped more than once, resulting in visible doubling of the D or S. These repunched mint mark, or RPM, varieties are well documented for 1946, and they are listed in specialized coin books. One 1946 rpm variety graded MS65 red was recently sold for $179. Another strong RPM for the San Francisco Mint went for $220 at auction. These might be subtle to the naked eye, but collectors who use magnifiers or coin loops can spot the differences. And the buyers are definitely out there. Beyond eBay, platforms like Heritage Auctions and Great Collections show even stronger results. A 1946 Lincoln Cent graded MS68 red by PCGS sold at Heritage for over $1,200. That coin was visually flawless, with deep luster, sharp strike, and full red color, exactly what collectors compete for. On Great Collections, a 1946 penny with strong luster and minor toning in MS67 red sold for $635. These are real numbers from real auctions. It proves that this penny, when preserved well or found with the right mint error, can be a highly valuable collectible. There are also niche markets where these coins are sold, such as Facebook coin groups, Reddit collector threads, and Etsy stores. While prices on these platforms can vary, the interest is real. Some sellers list individual 1946 coins with visible doubling, weak strikes, or full red color for $20, $100. Many of these coins are bought and resold for a profit. If you've got a 1946 sweet penny, especially one in uncirculated condition, you're holding something the market is actively buying. If you're not sure what kind of 1946 penny you have, the first step is to inspect the coin under good lighting. Look at the obverse closely. Do the words show any signs of doubling? Is the mint mark slightly shifted or bolded in any direction? Does the coin appear off-center? Is there a noticeable clip or a strange lump on the rim? Use a magnifier if you have one. Weighing the coin is another useful step. A standard 1946 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it's significantly lighter, it might have been struck on a thin or foreign planchet. Anything strange about the weight or appearance could be a clue to extra value. If your coin appears clean, well struck, and original in color, especially red or red-brown, it could be worth grading. Services like PCGS and NGC are trusted by collectors and dealers, and getting a coin slabbed and graded can dramatically increase its market value. While grading costs money, coins in top condition or with recognized errors often bring in more than enough to cover those fees. If you're not ready to send your coin in for grading, you can still photograph it and list it online. eBay, Etsy, and even specialized Facebook groups are good places to sell, especially if you take clear, well-lit images showing both sides of the coin and any notable errors. Describe it accurately, don't overhype, but don't undersell either. Mention the mint mark, year, any visible errors, condition, and luster. If the coin has been stored in a coin flip, holder, or safe place, say that too. Presentation and honesty go a long way when selling coins online. Coin shows and local coin dealers are another option. Dealers often offer free appraisals and might buy on the spot. If your coin is valuable enough, they may even offer to submit it for grading for you. Just make sure you compare offers and don't rush into any deal without doing some research. And now, as we come to the close of this video, let's go back to where we started. That small copper wheat penny from 1946 might look ordinary at first glance, but it could be anything but. Whether it's hiding an error, glowing with mint red luster, or showing a rare repunched mint mark, the value might surprise you. It's a coin with history, a coin with personality, and a coin that collectors are actively searching for. If you have a 1946 Lincoln wheat penny, drop a comment below with the details. Does it have a mint mark? Is it red, brown, or red-brown? Do you see any doubling or other unusual features? I'll reply with the estimated market price and give you a clear path on how and where to sell it for maximum value. That 1-cent piece might be holding more than just history. It might just be the coin that turns the tables for you.